voters this November could well have a ballot question to deal with, along with electing the next governor, U.S. senator, members of Congress, the entire legislature, the executive council, et cetera, et cetera. That constitutional amendment deals with equal rights and discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation. As you probably know, New Hampshire has legalized same-sex marriage back in 2010. You may also know that back in the mid-1990s, New Hampshire became one of the first 12 states in the country to include sexual orientation in its anti-discrimination laws. So it's against the law to discriminate against people based on their sexual orientation. Now, so why do we need a constitutional amendment on this issue? Well, the amendment would enshrine sexual orientation in the Constitution, and it's an area in which you can't discriminate against people. What that would do is basically guarantee in the future that attempts to discriminate against people based on that reason would be ruled out of bounds. In other words, if it's in the Constitution, you can't then make a law prohibiting you can't then make a law which will allow you to discriminate on that basis. It kind of is a belt and suspenders approach, as they call it here in Concord. When you're trying to lock down an issue, you not only bring the belt, but you also wear the suspenders in case the belt doesn't work. And that's what we would have here with the constitutional amendment. It's passed the state Senate 23-0. It really passed on there was no ideological opposition to this. Mainly Senate President Chuck Morse convinced his Republican colleagues essentially to allow this bill, this amendment to pass so that it would go on the ballot and that people could decide whether they wanted to support it or not. It needs 60% support in the House of Representatives. I think it's going to get that as an amendment. Doesn't need the support of the governor. She would support it too, I'm sure. And this question would then go on the ballot. It needs a 2/3 vote to pass. It's not easy to pass amendments to the Constitution, as we've seen in the past. Voters have rejected in the past the idea of putting in the Constitution Her Excellency rather than just His Excellency if there's a female governor such as Maggie Hassan. There's no slam dunk that it's going to happen, but I don't think there's any doubt right now it's going to be on the ballot. So watch for that in this election, along with the political campaigns. We'll watch it too for you here at NashvilleTelegraph.com.